Okay, so that is the slide. Can you all see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That job analysis. Okay, so what is job analysis? When we hear job analysis, it's the procedure for studying jobs. Job analysis is defined as the procedure, the method of studying jobs. Job analysis can also be classified as the gathering of tasks that define the job that we do. Everyone go to the job market. Everyone has an occupation that he does, and you have your job responsibilities, those things that you go there and do, and then they also have what they demand from you. With this, they studied it through job analysis. It's through job analysis that you can know what the people will do, how much money you will pay them, what are their requirements. It's through job analysis. So job analysis can be defined as the procedure, the collection of tasks, the procedure for studying jobs. Are you okay?
Yes, please. Please come again.
So I said job analysis can be defined as the procedure for studying jobs. The procedure for studying jobs, or a collection of tasks that define your job duties. A collection of tasks that define your job duties. So I have talked about job analysis as the procedure for studying jobs. So what is a job? We always stand up, we always wake up in the morning and then tell the people that we are going to job or we are going to work. What is this work? What is this job at all? When we talk about a job is an organizational unit which consists of group of tasks or activities to be carried out. I repeat, a job is classified as an organizational unit which consists of a group of well-defined tasks to be carried out. Are you okay?
Yes, please.
So that is what is known as a job. So we know what a job is, and then we know what job analysis is. So I've talked about job analysis, the systematic way of studying or gathering data. That's a job analysis. Now, there are certain specific questions that job analysis should answer. When you do or when you engage in job analysis, there are certain questions that it answers. So job analysis answers the following questions. 1, it answers the question of where are we supposed to place employees? That is, where are you supposed to work? Every organization consists of different departments. So where can you fit well? Where can you fit well? So it's supposed to answer that question. 2, it answers the question of, are we supposed to get new employees? It answers that question. Are we supposed to get employees? 3, it answers the question of how much money are you supposed to be paid? How much money are you supposed to be paid? 4, it answers the question of what qualification do you need to come to this job? It answers the question of how or what are your qualifications for you to come to this job? 5, it answers the question of what job are not needed in this organization? What type of job are not needed in this organization? And then last one, it answers the question of the last one. What are the responsibilities that you are supposed to perform? That is what job analysis answers. So you know what job analysis answers. We know the answers that job analysis, the type of questions that job analysis should provide answers to. Okay, so when do we do job analysis? When do we carry out job analysis? We carry out job analysis when we set up a new organization. That is the first one. When we set up a new organization, when you are about to study jobs, we need to do job analysis. 3, 2, when there is a new department created in an existing organization, we need to do job analysis. When there is a new department created within an organization, then there is the need for job analysis. 3, when the ways of doing things, especially through the introduction of technology, there has been ways of doing things, and the ways of doing it previously no more work. So with that, we need job analysis. We need to know that this is the kind of machine that you use to do the job. So these are the 3 methods of doing job analysis. These are the 3 when these answers when job analysis are carried out. Now, there is one thing that we need to know. All job analysis come up with 3 things. Job analysis come up. Please take note of this. All job analysis come up with 3 informations. 1, it come up with job description. 2, it come out with job specifications. And then 3, it come out with job evaluation. So I have spoken about the 3 things that job analysis come up with. So it come up with job description, job specification, and job evaluation. Job description, job specifications, and job evaluation. Now, let's know what job descriptions are. Job descriptions, let's know what they are. Job descriptions is also the same as job responsibilities. It's also the same as job responsibilities. And so when we talk about job descriptions, they are the responsibilities that you are to perform on the job. So when you go to work, what are some of the responsibilities? Those responsibilities are known as job description. It talks about the task, the duties, and the responsibilities of the job that you are going to do. Job descriptions are the responsibilities of the job holder. So you are the job holder in the job that you perform. So what are your responsibilities? What are your activities? What are the various tasks that you perform on the job? So what job holders are expected to do, what is required of them, is known as job description. You should know that there are differences between task, duty, and responsibility. And when we go to the job, we perform all these 3. We perform the task, we perform the duties, and we perform the responsibilities. So when we talk about tasks, what are tasks? Tasks are distinct. They are identifiable work activities and tasks composed of motions. What is going on? They are distinct work, or they are identifiable things that is going on. That is task. And then duty. Duty is defined as a work segment that composed of several tasks. 3, responsibility. What is responsibility? Responsibilities are known as the obligations. What you are expected. The obligations to perform certain tasks or duties. Are you okay?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please, do you have a question? Please, you have a question? Okay, since there is no question, we need to continue. So we know what job analysis is. We know that job analysis answers various questions. And so when we ask you to name some of the questions, you can name it. We know some of the responsibilities that you are expected to perform. We know job analysis, the three kinds of information that job analysis bring out. It brings out job description, job evaluation, and then job specifications. And we have known what job descriptions are as the task or as the things that we are expected to do, the responsibilities that we are expected to do. For example, as a lecturer, when I go to work, these are some of the responsibilities that I do. So these are some of my job descriptions. I prepare for lectures. In preparing for lectures, I create lesson plan, I develop teaching materials, I update course content. I also deliver lecture as I'm delivering now. I engage in publications. I do what is known as the professional development. I have to make sure that I am developed either through training, etc., etc. That are the job that I perform. Are you with me?
Yes, please.
So I am going to ask some of you. You are going to describe some of the things that you do. You are going to describe some of the things that you do. So, we start with Beatrice. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So you
Sir,
mentioned the type of job that you do. Then you mentioned some of your job descriptions. So Beatrice, let's go.
okay, sir. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, please, I am an executive assistant.
Okay, what are your duties or your job descriptions?
Okay, my job description is to receive mails and
Okay,
correspondence, yes, both
okay.
internally and externally. Yeah. And
These
to,
are okay.
okay, sir,
I
please,
thought the two are your only duties. Then you are not supposed to be paid.
is there, no, it's not the only duties. Okay,
Let's know your job responsibilities.
okay. Sir, please, I write reports. I
Okay,
receive reports from ministers and
okay.
organize meetings for my boss
Okay.
and
Then
a
you
whole lot.
name some of them. You are a good assistant.
Yes.
Let's know the responsibilities of the pastor. So,
Okay.
Pastor Abraham, what are your job responsibilities?
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we are ready
All
for
right.
you. Can hear.
I pray
You don't
for
have
people.
anything to do.
I organize meetings, as in prayer meetings and church services.
Okay.
And then also
Okay.
I visit new converts,
Okay.
check up on them to see their welfare and all that.
They are two only, it's a single duty. To visit people is one duty. So don't add certain things to make it plenty. So you are plenty too. What are the rest?
Okay, so by God's grace, as a founder also of my ministry, I try to groom people and raise leaders as well.
So what
Who,
about if I don't want to be groomed?
if you don't want to be groomed, that means you are a goat and you must be turned into a sheep.
So I don't want to be groomed. So you don't have any duty to do.
Yeah, no. Oh. So in
Okay.
the process, we get to know people that you are dealing with. You know their strengths and all that, and you know where to put them in the process of time. And it takes time for people to be groomed. It doesn't just take a day or two. It takes a long time.
Someone is saying that if you don't want to be groomed, then you should go home. Okay, now let's look at one of the police. One of you should tell me your job duties or your responsibilities. I don't want to mention names, so tell me. Who is going to say the responsibilities? Queen. Where is Queen?
Okay, she mentioned.
Please, I'm here.
Okay, okay.
So tell me your job duties or your responsibilities.
Please, I'm not a police.
Or tell me your responsibilities.
Okay, sir. So please.
So who are white housewives? You should mention that you are a housewife. So you
Okay. Yes, sir. So please, as an immigration officer, we regulate and monitor the entry and exit of travelers,
But you
especially
are the same
foreigners.
as the police, either immigration or soldier or security officer. You are telling me
Yes, sir.
your responsibilities.
Yes, sir. And so in my office where I am currently, we do the work permit and visa on arrivals for foreigners, especially the
Okay.
foreign students.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is your only responsibility.
Yes, no, sir. So aside from that, I am an immigration police. So what I do as an immigration police is I oversee, example, like my colleagues, both seniors and juniors, they have to be properly dressed. They have to be up to standards per the immigration uniform standards regulations. In case someone doesn't it's not up to standard, in case someone doesn't meet standard, I have the right to query them and take them on.
Hey, this is not your duty. Oh.
Yes.
This is not your duty.
Apart from that, I don't really have any duty outside. I don't write. I just write reports from all I've done. That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Queen.
Felix is there. He will say his thing.
Okay, fellas, I'm waiting for you. Fellas,
Sir,
I'm
sir,
waiting for
I'm a
you.
police officer.
What are your
I work at
responsibilities?
the records department at the police headquarters, where
Okay.
we keep record of all personnel in the service. We also inquire into the conduct of personnel in the service when they fall foul of the law, as in
Okay.
within the service. And we also oversee the mode of exit from the service. And then we also put together records of personnel who are qualified to be promoted or to be given
Okay.
special recommendation awards in the service.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
you don't take 55 CD.
No, sir.
Then you are not my friend. Those who only take the 55.
Josephine takes the 5 CD. Josephine.
Who? Josephine. Josephine.
And
Are
Bida.
you there? Josephine Agwe, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So tell me your responsibilities. Add the 55 CD to it.
Sir, please, you need to.
So what are your duties?
You don't take 5 CDs.
So right now you've taken it to 10 CD.
So they take 15.
Sir. No.
You get to 50 CD.
No, sir. Sir, please.
Josephine, I'm listening.
Okay, sir, please. So in our unit, we go for external and then internal operations. And then we go for guard duties at embassies and then Justice House. And then
Okay.
Bank of Ghana escort duties.
Okay, then your duties are unique. You don't take the 55 CD. I want those who stand by the roadside.
Okay.
Sadia,
Yes, sir.
what are your job responsibilities?
So, sir, I'm with the SOA, Special Operation Assistant. We were the Black Maria. I'm sure most of Ghanaian citizens are aware of Black Maria. What we did
Okay.
at Tamale, it was well displayed. We chase criminals who mostly we act like standby men. That every region, if you have very strong places that the local police cannot really get rid of the criminals, they call for our intervention, then we go and then create something like a soup. We go arrest them and then hand them over to the local police and then go to our next destination. So our last place was Tamale. So after the Tamale, we came back, but our main office is at the headquarters. So currently I'm with the SOE at the headquarters, and when you have issues, we actually don't have a specific place that we do this, but it's a general operation duty we do. Let's say you have a serious issue about your land or fraud or something, and you bring your case. We ask for your petition. When you bring your petition, we receive, take um take your details, and then afterwards we go and do the arrest for you. If they need arrest for us to process it to court, then we do that.
Okay. So
Yeah, so
these
it's
are
mainly
your
operation duties.
responsibilities. You've given a very good job responsibilities. But actually, the Black Maria, people do not know that they exist very much. They think that they are part of the just a general police service. They don't know that they are those who perform a specialized task. Are you
Yes,
with me? So
Yes.
they don't know that even police, we have divisions in it. The people
Yes.
in Ghana don't know this very much.
Yes,
Okay.
a lot see those on the road that they are the only police, but we those
Yes,
that work
yes.
back door, we
But
are much
they are
more
those
small
that
than them.
we come in contact with daily.
Yeah. Yes. Hmm.
Yes, that is very good. You've all given your job descriptions or your job responsibilities. So you should take note. So if we ask you what are job descriptions, and then you are to give examples, then you are to do this for us. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go to job uses of job descriptions. What are job descriptions used for? What are job descriptions used for? One, job descriptions are the basis for selecting and recruiting employees. For example, when you are coming to the job, we see that you can perform this because you are given task, then you should perform it. So in certain organizations, we ask employees to do it for us to see. If you are able to do it, then you will be selected. So it's the basis for selecting and recruitment. Two, job descriptions are used for job placement. So we know where to put you. We know where you can work. We know the type of department that you can perform the task. Three, job descriptions are used for promotional purpose. So when we see that you have performed all the assigned duties, then you will be promoted. Six, job descriptions are used for job performance evaluation. So it's used to know the amount of money that we should give to you. Now, job analysis, job descriptions are also used for training purpose. So we go and train employees, then they know where they are supposed to work. So these are some of your job descriptions. Are you with me? So they are some of your job descriptions. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
Doctor,
let's go to job specifications. So now let's look at job specifications. Job specifications are the relevant knowledge, skills, and abilities. They are known as KSAOs. The relevant knowledge, skills, and abilities, and others that you need to perform the job. They are the relevant knowledge, skills, abilities, and others. So when we talk about job specifications, we are referring to the relevant knowledge, skills, abilities, and others that we need to possess to be able to perform the job. They are the relevant qualifications. For example, as a lecturer, what are your relevant job specifications? You are supposed to have PhD, that is doctorate. You are supposed to teach for a minimum of 5 years. You are supposed to have the ability to do research. That is my job specifications. The things that you are supposed to do, the things that you are supposed to get, your qualifications, your skills, your knowledge, your abilities, and others that you are supposed to possess. Are you with me?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
So job specifications are different from job descriptions. While job description talks about the responsibilities that you will perform, the job specification talks about qualification that you need to possess certain job specifications. Accidentally, being a pastor in Ghana doesn't possess any job specifications. Reverend, am I lying?
Hello?
Am I lying?
It depends.
I said if you want to be a reverend minister and you don't even have a degree, you can go and then have your own church, isn't it?
Yeah, there are situations where people who don't have degree, they have their churches, and then also you must go to. There are people who have been to the Bible school ordained before they have their churches and all that. So,
But it doesn't need a certificate to be a pastor, is it?
no, please.
Yes. So
It's a calling.
the only job that don't have specifications.
But when you go to
Want to be
some churches, they require that when they see your zeal and then your love for God and all that, and they see the call of God upon you, they advise that you go to a Bible school, get a training before you
So
are
you see,
required to work with it.
they
Yeah.
didn't even look at your qualifications.
No,
As
no, no, no,
far
no,
as
no.
you have the will to serve,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you become a pastor.
Yes. Because it's a calling. Okay, let me say there are some Bible schools where people come, they are just, JHS graduates who come. Some people even come and they don't know how to read or write, but they can speak, they can talk. So these people, when it's exam time, they get somebody for them, and then the person interpret the examination to them. They give the person the answer, then the person writes for them.
So that is it's so easy to be a pastor. If you can pray, if you can kabash, then you become a pastor.
Yeah, the fasting and the prayer too is not easy.
Yes, that is it. So it's
Yeah.
the only job that do not have a specification, and unfortunately, that is the job in Ghana. That is the profession with a lot of money.
Hmm. Well, I believe when you are in because of money, then you are on the wrong path.
So it's the only profession with a lot of money because some people are pastors not for pastors' sake. they are in it for their money.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yes, please.
They are there. Some people even went to pastoral schools because they knew they didn't get any work to do. I hope you agree with me.
Yes, please.
Some
Yes,
people
please.
are there not because they had a lot of job and then they were supposed to select one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some
Are
people
there
some
just
people also
because
go
they
for
are there.
different
I mean,
other
they
reasons. Yes.
want their money. I have a brother who is a pastor, and I knew that pastor went because of money, because he didn't have anything to do. So he said, then why don't I establish my church?
Mm.
And then he started praying, and he said, the Holy Ghost has come upon me. And the Holy Spirit, who have mercy on anybody, he just accepted. The Holy Spirit accepted, and then he will be there getting money.
Mm.
So that is what is known as job specifications. And even if you are going to police, I think your qualification is you then receive those who now have SSC or JSS certificate. I'm asking the police people. Now, do
So,
they
sir,
receive the SS
it depend on,
graduate or the JSS graduate? Please answer me.
sir, it depend on where the section of the police you
We
are
are
joining.
we are taking
That
the minimum qualification.
okay,
SHS.
for tradesmen, I think SHS, and then general recruits also SHS.
So they don't take JHS.
Not anymore, please.
Hey. So if I want to come to the police force and I'm with JHS certificate, they will not pick me.
No, please.
Hey. But I
Stephen.
am tall
Stephen. Felix.
and I am strong. Then this is not good, oh.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
This is Josephine. Sir, please, I think
Josephine.
I think recently they were taking GSS for band.
Oh, okay.
Band, yes. Those who know how
Okay.
to play the instruments and then those other things, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that is the responsibilities. When I told you, when I was growing up, I wanted to be, when I was growing up, I decided to be a police personnel. And then I bought their forms, recruitment forms. Twice I wasn't selected. So I knew that then they don't want me. So I stopped. That is why I like talking about the police people like that. I don't like them because they didn't select me.
Oh,
No,
sir.
Master, it means you love them. You love them.
Please come and see Felix.
They didn't select me. I mean, but I was strong, oh, I was strong when I was young. I was so strong. So I thought probably I qualified, but they didn't select me. So I knew that because by then I didn't have money. That was the reason. If I knew fellas, I would have taken 50 Ghana cedis to him and then he will let them pick me. Queen, I don't like police people. I don't like you because you didn't select me for you didn't recruit me. Now,
That's why now you are qualified. They'll pick you.
okay, so now we are going to know some of the questions that job specifications answers. So these are some of the questions. If you quite remember, we did some of the questions that job responsibilities answers. So the job specifications, the qualifications that you must have to perform a job, these are the given specifications. These are the given qualifications have to answer. One, they answers the question of what are the experiences needed to perform a job. Two, it answers the question of what knowledge, what abilities, what skills am I supposed to have to perform a job. Three, it answers the question of what kind of recruitment are we needed. Remember, I told you with job specifications, it tells you the qualifications. So, for example, if we are teaching, if we are recruiting only lecturers, then it would let you know your job specifications will let you know the kind of recruitment that we are having. If we are recruiting police and you have SSC, then you know that police too, there are departments. If you know the department that they are recruiting, then you know that with this, the minimum qualifications are supposed to be probably SHS. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And then it answers the question of what qualities am I supposed to have? So the specifications are going to answer all these questions. So if I ask you some of the questions that job specifications answer, if you know the definition of job specifications, you can be able to answer this question. Okay. Now, we are going to the processes of doing job analysis. We are going to the processes. Okay, there are 5 processes of doing job analysis. When you are doing job analysis, you need to go through these 5 processes. One, the first one, you engage in planning the job analysis. Planning the job analysis. And in the planning, what are some of the things that we do in the planning process? Before you can do or perform job analysis, you need to study the job. You need to plan very well. You need to decide the sort of training or those who are expected to do job analysis. Remember, we decide on who is expected to do the job analysis. Remember, I have told you in the first step, that is planning the job analysis. You need or you have to decide ways in which you want the job analysis to be conducted. We have different types. You decide on the type of job analysis that you are going to perform. You decide on the person who is going to perform the job analysis. Remember, in job analysis, the one who performed the job analysis, we go for people who are known as the job analysts. We have those who possess specialized skills. And at times, we can decide to select some people in the organization to do the job analysis, but those people must have special qualities or special qualifications. And then they are expected to do the job analysis. So with the job analysis, in doing it, you first have to plan. You have to plan. You have to decide the method that you use. You have to decide the type of information that you need. You have to decide where you will get that information. You have to decide the processes of information. So all of that need to be done in the planning job analysis. Okay, then from that, you go to the second step, preparing for job analysis or preparing for and introducing job analysis. That is the second step. At this step, you need to prepare for. At this step, you need to prepare for and also introduce job analysis. You need to prepare for and also introduce job analysis. Okay, now let's go to in the preparation for job analysis. You have to communicate within the organization to know that this and that are going to be done in this organization. So HR manager need to know, and it is the HR manager who is expected to communicate it throughout the organization to all the members of the organization. That is the preparation for. Now, You need to prepare for the questionnaires that you will use in the job analysis information. You need to prepare, if it is the interviews, you need to prepare for interview guides. You need to prepare for feedback forms. You need all the informations. You need to select people who are supposed to conduct the job analysis. Remember, I said here in the preparation for that we need to identify that we are either going for job specialists or the analysis or a member from the organization. That is what is done at the planning stage. But at the preparation stage, we need those people. So with this, you need to probably tell them, and then for them to give you a feedback that we will be able to engage in probably the training or the job. We will be able to do the job analysis before we select them. Now, you also need to collect informations. You collect organizational charts. You collect some of the skills, abilities that people are expected to perform, that people are expected to possess before you start with the job analysis. Now, let's go to the step 4. The step 3. With the step 3, you go into the actual job analysis. So you conduct the job analysis. You conduct the job analysis. With this step, you conduct the job analysis. In conducting the job analysis, remember I told you in step 2 that you already have your those going to do the job analysis. In step 2, you decide those who are going to do the job analysis. Either you go for a specialist or you go for probably a person from the organization. But with the step 3, this is where that person is now coming to work. That person is now coming to work. So what the person does is that he will first gather data. He gathers the data using observation, using interviews, using questionnaires, etc., etc. So he gathered the data so he can study the jobs by allowing people to fill some of the questionnaires for him. By so doing, you are gathering your data. And then when you are gathering the data, then you need to document them. You need to gather the data and also document that data. Remember, there is differences between gathering data and documenting data. So the first is to gather the data using interviews, using observations, using questionnaires. Then afterwards, you come and gather the data. Remember, those people that we gather the data from are the employees, the management, they need to give me the data. Now, after you have gathered the data, then we go to step 4. You develop job descriptions and job specifications. After the data, you will be able to determine what is done in the organization. What is done? You will be able to determine the qualifications that people are expected to have. So with this, you develop the job descriptions, job specifications, and there is supposed to be third one, and job evaluation. So you will be able to determine what people are expected to do, their qualifications. And remember, when we talk about job evaluation, we are talking about how much money you are expected to be paid. Please, we didn't talk about it. Job evaluation is talking about the amount that you are expected to be paid. So the process, that's the developing, you develop the job descriptions, job evaluations, and job specification comes in the 4th step. So you draft the responsibilities or the specifications or the evaluations. Then we move to the 5th step. The 5th step involves you maintain and update the information that has been documented. So as time goes on, you have to maintain, or you have to update the description, that those things that you have decided, their job descriptions, their job specifications, and their job evaluation, you maintain or you upgrade it. Either you add more job descriptions or more job specifications. At first, the minimum, if you have SSC, BEC, you can do any type of work in the police force. I'm talking about at first. Probably in the 2000s, if you have SBEC, you can do any job, but they have upgraded it. Now it is SSC. Are you with me? Please, are you with me? Do you have a question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, if you have a question, ask me. Okay. So that is it. So this is the step in conducting job analysis. So in the job analysis, it will come up with job specifications, description, and also job evaluation. Then these are the things that come out of the job description. That is it. Now, let's look at Let's look at the advantages of job analysis. The advantages or the uses. The advantages of job analysis. 1, it provides first-hand information about the job. That is the first advantage. It provides first-hand information. So if you are even at far, you will get to know what is done there. That is the first advantage. 2, it's help you to know who is to be recruited. That is to know or to create right job employee fit. So you know who to be recruitment at which position. 3, it helps you to conduct effective recruitment or effective hiring of employees. 4, it helps you to know the amount to be paid to employees. 6, it will help you to conduct effective training for the employees. The last one, there are advantages, but let's move to the last one. It helps in deciding the compensations or some of the benefits that they are expected to have. So the advantages are what I have been described. It has been described here. What we mentioned, for example, it helps you in conducting effective training. So you get all of them from this side. Any question? Any question?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
All right, please. I want to ask if, as an HR personnel, will you employ someone who comes to your organization for employment and he knows his value, and then they say, okay, this is what I'm bringing on board, and then this is what you should pay me?
Please, you do not know your value. Is the the interviewer who know your values. Please note that if you are going for employment, you don't tell them some of the things that you are expected to know. They will know where you fit and where you can work very well, and they will tell you the amount that they are expected to give to you. Well, they can tell you, they can ask you about the type, the employment, the benefits that you can have. Then you decide that, well, I want you to pay me 5,000 Ghana cedis a month, but they are expected to know how much they are going to give to you. You are not expected to tell them. So even if you tell them, they will decide to give you this amount or that amount. Okay?
Okay.
If they haven't informed you, you do not tell them that I want you to give me 5,000 cedis a month. Then if you don't have, if you will not take up the job, then you leave.
Okay.
Any question again? Now, remember, if I ask you about the uses of job analysis, the uses are the same as the advantages. You can change the uses into advantages. So that is it. Now, let's look at the disadvantages of job analysis. One, it is time consuming. It is time consuming. It needs time. At times, it takes more than a month to do job analysis. So job analysis is time consuming. Two, it involves personal bias. The person can bias the information that he will get, or those to give the information can give the information that fits them, can provide information that fits them. Two, job analysis have small sources of data, because when you are going to conduct job analysis, you don't have a lot of places to take the data. It's either the employees and secondary information from online. Apart from that, that is all. 4, it involves a lot of human effort. Job analysis cannot be done with IT now. It cannot be done with IT nowadays. No, it needs human effort. It needs human effort. It's also, now we are going to the 5th one. Those who are conducting the job analysis, I mean the job analyst or the senior or the managerial member who is conducting the job analysis, may not possess the relevant knowledge or may not possess the kind of knowledge for the job analysis. Last one. Job analysis involve mental effort. However, when you are conducting the job analysis, you cannot use the information, the questionnaire, in conducting the mental abilities. No. Some jobs, you need mental abilities. Some jobs doesn't need boost and then no. For example, if you want to be a security personnel, there are some security personnel, you need mental effort. But if you are there and you keep only documents, it doesn't need mental effort in keeping documents. But some of them, you need mental effort. you need adequate mental effort. Now, so these are the advantages of job analysis. Any question? Any question? So these are some of the advantages, and these are some the sort of disadvantages. Now we are going to the last, how we develop adverts or how we advertise for job vacancy. This one, you will get it in the exams. So learn it very well, how to develop an advert. So when we are about to recruit any employee, we first conduct adverts. We first have to advertise the job, and the advertisement contains the job descriptions and job evaluations. So look at this. The advertisement of job vacancy. So we are advertising for Montessori school, job vacancy. If you want to teach at basic school, these are some of the advert that we do. First of all, we write the job title, we write the duration, that is the full time. Then we write the general summary, that is what you are expected to do. Okay, so this talks about the job descriptions, comes under here. So we talk about the general summary, that is, you are responsible for nurturing the children, for developing the knowledge of the people, for developing their abilities, etc., etc. So these are the job descriptions. It should come here. So I will tell you to advertise any job that you can have. Now you come to the job descriptions or the job responsibilities. Then we talk about everything that you are supposed to do. Afterwards, then we come to job specifications. The job specifications, that is the skills, the knowledge, and the abilities that you are supposed to perform. So with this, the skills, knowledge, and abilities are: one, you should have at least 1 year of job experience. Two, you should have creativity. Three, you should possess a good sense of humor. So these are your job specifications. Then we come to education and expertise. Remember, the education forms part of the job specifications. So right now, the education includes a minimum of diploma in early childhood. That then we stated. Now, we state the work conditions. That is it. That is all the job adverts. That is what the job adverts consist. Then you state your address where applications should be posted to. Any question? Any question? Okay, we are done.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, so there are situations where you are applying for a job and let's say they want someone with a degree. You have the degree, but you don't have the number of year qualification they need. How do you go about that?
This one, they will consider you are not qualified, because they say that the person to be applied or to be given the job should have a minimum number of qualifications. So if you don't possess that minimum number of qualifications, it means you do not qualify for that sort of job. So with this, they will consider everybody, they will consider everyone who qualifies for the job. And after looking at it, if they are not getting anyone, then they will consider you. Are you with me? So you become the second option for them. They have to consider all those with the relevant experience before they pick or they select you. Any question? Okay. On this note, we call it a day. We will begin with remember last week what we did consists of the first and the second week. Last week, what we did consists of the first and the second week. So this is the third week. I'm done with the third week. So next week, we are going to the fourth week. We are going to learn what is to be done in the fourth week. Class rep, whenever we are supposed to meet face to face, then you tell me beforehand, okay? Reverend. Reverend. Are you not hearing me? Let me see if you hear me. Beatrice, can you hear me?
I think Abraham has gone
Yeah.
offline.
Okay.
Yes,
So please, you should tell Abraham, okay?
okay, sir.
That is all for today. We will meet next week. I wish you all the best, and may God be with you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day too, sir. Thank you very much.